Here we go. So, COVID-19, good times. Yeah. So basically, what I'm doing here is I'm going to make a video. I get kind of long-winded, drawn out on stuff. So definitely not professional. It's just for whoever wants to watch it. Had a few people ask me about my shoe collection. Um, so here's kind of a look at it. I've been getting rid of a lot of my shoes. I've been focusing more on comic books, toys from the 80s and 90s, stuff like that, kind of that I had as a kid. So, um, yeah, so that's kind of what I'm doing. This is kind of a run through of what I still have. I've got it kind of sectioned up. My shoes that I like to keep in the box mean a little bit more to me. Um, and then some beaters that people always ask me about them I wear around. And then kind of from there, we're done. But probably take about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Like I said, I get long winded. So, the shoe that kind of started it as far as keeping my shoes and collecting my shoes, these are my original pair of Shack Attack 1s. My mom got these for me for basketball season when they first came out. At Bass Pro, of all places, which was funny. Pump still works on them, but as you can see, they are super beat. Super beat. But yeah, pump still works. Give it a good little pump here. There it was. A little air. So, here we kind of go. Like I said, I always like the basketball shoes, Jordans especially, but kind of that 90s era. So, and also, too, I'm not going to call them by their proper names more than likely, just because, like I said, I'm a novice. Don't really do this for a living. It just kind of was a hobby. Questions? Loved Iverson. Thought he was cool. What's funny about these, the colorway on these is actually called Practice. Kind of geared towards what he was wearing when he gave that whole practice rant. What's funny is the insole here kind of goes through a little bit of that rant. I had a pair of white lows. Those got stolen. Other than that, that's kind of it. Reebok pumps. D-Time. Good old D Brown signature shoe. Retros. I did have an OG pair. Well, the original pair when they first came out. They were nubuck or suede or whatever they were. Not this leather crap that they've got now. It's good, strong leather. It just not like the original. Never go wrong with a pair of 11s. These kind of got slept on. Got a good deal on these. One thing about, I would say all of my shoes, but the majority of my shoes I bought from Foot Locker, Champs, Finish Line, Nike.com. But we'll get to the 3 pair that I didn't buy, and we'll talk about those. But these were kind of slept on. I actually walked into Foot Locker like 3 weeks after these released. I got these at a deep discount because nobody was buying them. Gamma 11s, one of my favorite ones. Got into the lottery for this the first time, and actually the only time I ever dealt with a lottery. Just lucked out on that. Went like 82 11s. Retro Shack Attack 1s. I was super pumped to find these. Reebok.com. This is one of the only 2 pair of dead stock shoes I have. Shack Attack 1s, the blacks. I have a second pair of black Shack Attack 1s I wear for daily use, but these are dead stock. Christmas, alternate 89 4s, as you can see with the green shoelaces. Alternate 89s. I really like these retro Jumpman Pros. I do have my OG, my original pair that I bought from East Bay. I used to love getting those magazines in the mail. They were cool. Got the what some people call the Space Jam 9s. What's cool about these guys, you can get it in here, yeah. Sparkle. It's pretty fun. Wear those quite a bit. They're kind of clunky, but I like them. Never go wrong with Jordan 1s. These were something that were slept on. I got these actually. Finish Line had a table of these, and they were like 50% off, if not more. One thing I like about these, I actually wear these with slacks sometimes and a button-up shirt. They look like dress shoes. Leather is super nice. Super nice. Another pair of Jordan 1s. I always like black and red. I like the bands, but these obviously are not those, but they're close enough for me. Like I said, I'm just a novice. I like them. I buy what I like. Sport Blue 6s. One thing about these guys, they're super heavy and clunky. I didn't realize that until I put them on, but I went ahead and got them. Didn't have any 6s. They were there in the store. Oh, Hibbett. I bought these at Hibbett in the store at the mall. I don't know what these are actually called. A lot of people call them the green bean 5s. The upper is all reflective 3M material. These are pretty beat up. What's funny is I've got a matching pair of these for my daughter when she was first born, so she and I could go out and wear the same shoes. They're little baby booties, but they're the same thing. They were big enough to where they weren't cloth socks. They actually were made out of a material, and where the laces are, they had like two or three little stretch elastic straps across them. Still pretty cool. Still had the big tongue. Still had the full 3M reflective all the way around them. Got the infrareds, like those. I was a little disappointed because I thought that was going to be infrared, but whatever. I like them. They're super comfortable. I think that was the first pair of shoes that I just started wearing, as far as drop some money on them and just started wearing them. I was like, you know what? They're not doing any good. It's just sitting around. As you can see, the suede's a little discolored on the toe there. I think if I took some suede cleaner, I could just, plus it's a shadow. Cyber Monday 3s. Now, the leather on these guys too. Love the leather on these, but they rub on the heel. Didn't really like that. I don't wear them that much. Super like them though. If I don't have to do a lot of walking, I'll wear them. I like white and blue. I like the 7s, so there you go. Wore these a lot. Wore these on vacation down over in Myrtle Beach. That was fun. Citrus 7s. Still in pretty good shape, and they're super soft suede. I love those. Feel really good. Always comfortable. Like those. Then you got some Dirty Bread 13s. I always like that. There were a little hologram in there. Ooh, there we go. Wore those a lot too. These came out Black Friday. Like these. I actually got off work after Black Friday, walked into the mall Foot Locker, and they still had them. This was like 5 o'clock that early evening. I don't know if you can see it on these either, but kind of like yeah, there you go. Got sparklies. Sparklies. Love those. 14s. like those. Soles on those are kind of dirty. Get a little wash with the toothbrush. Take care of those. Chucks, not really. Charles Barkley's. I always liked the Air Max of that time frame, the basketball shoes. I never was a strap person, but didn't mind these. Those are fun. These guys here, these were an oddity to me. I remember getting these at Foot Locker, carrying that box around the mall, everybody looking at me. But what's funny is, so you can see, there's 3 levels to this box here. The way it worked was you had the shoe, you had the insole, and then you had the booty. So the way they work is, you've got that shoe, you've got the rubber outsole, you put in your booty, a high booty with a strap around it, or the lower mid booty, and then you put in the midsole. And the midsole actually has the air unit in it. You could pick from that air unit or this air units, or the ones that I always run them with, full length. That's how I run them, full length and the booty. After a while they started squeaking. It's kind of weird. They kind of look like a wrestling shoe, but rubbery, and then it's just a real thin sock liner basically. Super comfortable, but they started squeaking inside the shoe, so I don't wear them that often anymore. There it is with the booty. Here it is without the booty. As you can see, there's nothing in there. Just your rubber outsole. Oh, and this is when they went away from the numbers. These were 2012. So, kind of getting to the end here. Like I said, long and drawn out. Always like these. Fab Fives, Chris Webber. Like those. These are actually one of my favorite to play in. 28s. Super lightweight. Kind of minimalistic. Love those. And the beaters in the box. Military Fords. These were one of my favorite shoes just to wear around. So you can see, I mean, look how yellow that sole is. The air unit is totally... Yeah, they've held up really well. However, I can't remember when these came out. Can't remember. It looks like 06. Yeah. But yeah, I did not even care about keeping these because I wore these all the time. And here we come to the second and only other pair of dead stock shoes I have. Like I said, dad shoes. I just have yet to wear these out, which is funny. I just wanted a simple summer shoe. These guys had the black ones in high school. We were kind of half and half. I wore the highs, and then a bunch of others wore the mids. But I always liked those. These were fun. Jason Kids. Now, this is my OG pair of the Jumpman Pros. That's one thing about those Jumpman Pros, the retros. Garbage material. These things were made out of really nice leather. I wore the crap out of those. Patent leather ones. Can't remember the place I got these, but these were dirt cheap too because they were going out of business. I can't remember the name of it, but they used to be a really big retailer. Had the basketball court on the inside of it. I got those things for like $40. And they had a ton of them. They had a table full of them. Here's my second pair of Black Shack Attack ones. I wear those all the time. I wear those to work actually sometimes. Another pair of Chucks. No. One of Charles Barkley's signature. Well, I don't think this was actually a signature shoe of his. This was just one he wore during their finals run. Lost to the Bulls. Sorry, Charles. 14s. No, 15s. 15s. See, I can't remember this stuff anymore. 15s. These again got on discount. Original run. Foot Action in the mall in Springfield had these on a table. I think they were like $60. So these things are OGs. 12.5s. In the catalog, Foot Locker had put out. No. It was somebody else. It was one of those mall stores had a little thing that they sent out in the mail. They had black and red ones, like the flu games. Tried to order in those, and they said, "Oh, oops, we don't actually make those. We didn't get those." So I got the white and red ones. Still cool. What's funny is, I don't know if you can see that. 12.5. I always liked those. I played a lot in these when I first got them. I like those. My first pair of retros. Concord 11s. 2000, 2001. Somebody correct me, please. Walked into Foot Locker. This was before the craze, before the resale stuff started happening. Walked into Foot Locker and bought these things. I was so stoked. I should have bought 2 pair of them. I wore these all the time. Pippins. Pair of retro Kobe's. I got these actually at the Adidas outlet at Osage Beach. I think these were like $40, which was crazy. Now, before And One went to Walmart, while Foot Locker still carried these, I actually bought these at Foot Locker. It's And One slip-on shoes. These were so comfortable. Alpha 1s, super comfortable. They should bring those back. These are all my beaters, so I wear these on a daily basis. That's why I don't have them in the box. They really don't. They mean a lot to me. I'll always keep them, plus they're not worth anything to resell if I ever get rid of them. But, so, Jumpman Pros, those Air Maxes, the 15s, and the 11s. I will never get rid of those. And they're not really in wearable shape either. The soles are kind of coming off the 11s. The Air Max new buck is kind of coming off of those. But, anywho. Futures came out. Love those. And these were kind of weird. They had these on the table too. I think I got these for almost 50% off at Champs, I think. But reflective material. Those are fun. Reebok came back with their pump. I needed a pair of summer shoes. They couldn't get rid of their pumps. I think these were retailing at like $100 and I got them for like 40 off their website. Another pair of summer shoes. I get a lot of compliments on these. I have no idea why. People like these. Got my LeBronis. I wear these a lot. I wore these to Colorado for my first trip out there to right up in San Juan Mountains, Imogene Pass. A lot of people made comments on these. Now, I don't know if you can tell. The iridescent, yeah. The only reason why I got these, I heard that this foam was really good. The React foam. But the reason why I got these is, if anybody remembers Surf Style, back from the 90s, I think they celebrated their 30th anniversary last year. I've got a bunch of Surf Style jackets, those match. So those are more everyday wear shoes too. Always loved their Huaraches growing up. Needed a good pair of running shoes. I wish they would make these again. They're tearing up. I wear these on the treadmill in the garage anymore. But I love that sole. Super flexible. Oh yeah. Dead technology. The Nike Plus. But yeah, beaters. But I'll keep those. Kind of the last pair of really expensive retail price shoes I'll probably ever buy. I love the 270s. I wear those running. Ultra Boost. Never really been an Adidas person. I've had a handful of Adidas, but when I get a pair of Adidas, I love them. I don't know why I don't buy more. Actually, these were a gift from my brother for Christmas just a few months ago. Love those. Now, coming to the end here. As I was saying at the beginning of the video, the majority of my shoes I bought from retailers such as Foot Locker, Finish Line, Champs, East Bay, stuff like that, Nike.com, Reebok.com. I actually have a couple videos on YouTube on these. And this is kind of what ended my shoe run. Quality is not there, but just looking at these, you wouldn't know the difference. Except for those, I've tore these up. So I actually wore these. I rode my street bike all the way down to Mississippi to go see a buddy, Matthew Dudley, wrestle. Mac Daddy Duds. Put on my street bike, I think right at 1,500 miles. Wore those down and back in the rain, so that's why they look so garbagey. But here's the situation on these 3 pair of shoes. And this is what kind of ended my shoe run as far as buying shoes. These are fakes. I bought these off of Wish. Like I said, I've got a video about these so you can see what's going on with these guys. But this was my first pair. Quality in my video review is not there, but just looking at them, they're comfortable. They're better than shoes that you buy at Walmart for the same price. Second pair, because those were so nice and so good, especially for what they were, being fakes, being super cheap. Bought those. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy some breads. These things came in smashed. You can still see the crease right there. And that kind of ended it. That kind of ended my shoe run. Because I saw that the fakes looked almost as good as the legit pair. I was tired of spending that kind of money on shoes. Plus, I was kind of getting over it anyway. But yeah, so that's it. That's my shoe collection as far as what I'm keeping. Anything that means anything to me. Now, like I said, this was going to be kind of drawn out. But if anybody wants to comment or ask about a specific pair, I'll do a 5-minute short video on specific pairs if you want. Like I said, I'm not a professional. Had no reason other than the corona to do this. So anywho, I hope you enjoyed, and see y'all next time.